Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to this impromptu live stream. Welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am your host, Clay Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It is Saturday, January the 13th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Now, you might be saying, what are we doing here? Why am I live streaming? Because I usually don't live stream on Fridays and Saturdays. And to be honest with you, it has nothing to do with Game Over, the demise of Game Over, which I talked about in the past. Because I wasn't scheduled to do today's show. It has everything to do with the fact that our team is awesome right now. We have won 5 straight. We're number 1 in the league, and depends on what Winnipeg does today. And we have 5 players going to the All-Star game. I forgot to mention my vlog that I just posted. Rick Tocchet will be named as one of the coaches too. So 5 players, 1 coach. I'm in too good of a mood. Jacob is coming home from the airport. I'll tell you a funny story about that. Silver medal. He I don't think I've streamed since then. Yes, he won the silver medal and in the National Bowling Championships. And everything in my life is going so good, except for the fact, I start a new course on Monday. I'm even looking forward to that, except for the fact I'm going to have to spend a few $1,000s on a new furnace, but that's okay. I'll get into that in a second. So let's do this. Let me, right off the show, say thank you for being here. Welcome to everyone here. And yes, it's going to be kind of a regular show that I do about the same timing, about 40, 45 minutes. I'll talk for the first half of it. I'll give it to you for the second half. And then we will be going from there. So moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful space. I think it's going to be a little smaller today because this, like I said, was a bit of an impromptu live stream, but still just something we can celebrate. Members, that's Legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members, thanks for your support as always. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Richmond, Steveston and Richmond, in the city, lower mainland, province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching everyone else. I can't say getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all 3. Well, especially not bed, not at 5 p.m. Pacific, not even at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So yes, so no matter where you're watching from, I always appreciate you. I never take you for granted. Now, this impromptu live stream may throw some people off. We may not have some of our regulars. We may have some new people, regardless of how regular you come to my shows. I am very, very grateful that you are here. And yes, I see a lot of familiar faces. By the way, did you guys just, I'm really curious, put in the chat how you heard about this live stream. I can only presume that it's one of 3 things. You either got notified when I scheduled it about half an hour ago, you saw it on my community tab, or you got notified now while you're on YouTube. Let me know. I'm really curious to know how the YouTube machine works. How did you know about today's live stream? Because I didn't tweet about it. I only scheduled it. I scheduled it for now at 4:30, half an hour ago, and then I put it on my membership tab. So I'm really community. I'm really interested to know how. And if you say thank you, a lot of you saying you got notified, but let me know. Did you get notified half an hour ago when I posted it, when I first scheduled it, or did you get notified when I went live, or did you get notified of my post on the community tab? I'm really, really curious, and be as detailed as you want, because I'm really curious about this. So I don't think I'm going to put this up on the podcast. We'll see. So let's pretend I'm going to. So this is how you can get involved today. You can subscribe, so get active in the chat section and get my videos, notified of my videos every day. You can like this video. There are 35 of you on this impromptu stream, which is awesome. So let's bump those likes up from about 10 all the way up until about 15 or 20. Like the fact the Canucks won, like the fact that we have 5 players going to the All-Star game, like the fact that we, that I slept in my house despite it having carbon monoxide issues. And I'll talk about that in a quick second. Finally, you can also leave a donation be the first to get the donation train out of the station on the special Saturday stream. I was going to do Saturday night, but I have a feeling I'm going to get pretty tired by the end of tonight. So I thought it'd be safer to do it right now. Although I'm not sure if I would have got more people at 7 Saturday at 11 versus Saturday at 5, both weird times, to be honest with you. So you can leave a donation. You can gift memberships. You can buy your own membership. You can upgrade your own membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. So before I get going, I just want to see a couple of things here. So notification, I was just on YouTube and saw it. Notification, notified on YouTube. Dennis, it's going well. I can walk, I can bowl. I'm still doing rehab exercises, but we're getting there. Thank you, Dennis, for asking. I appreciate that. Notification, got notified right now since I subscribed. Very good, sir. Thank you. Oh, it was on your recommended page. Shep. I never even thought about that option. Notified now, notified when you scheduled. Nut Girl. So that's fascinating. So when I scheduled it at 4:30, half an hour ago, you got a notification then. Interesting. You got notified when I went live. Notification just now. Saw a notification. YouTube was thinking it was going to be tonight. Then got another notification. Thank you, Daniel. Just teaches you to make sure you read everything. Yeah. I had contemplated 5 o'clock versus 11 o'clock, but I think I want to keep my night free just in case I fall asleep. And I know it in New Zealand, it is Sunday already. Recommended by YouTube. Oh, that's great. I'm glad YouTube's recommending my stuff. And then no problem about being late because this was kind of impromptu. Okay, really quickly, 2 things before I get into the game, the All-Star voting, and then most importantly to all of you. Number 1, thank you for everyone. I shared on Thursday the crazy night I had with regards to the carbon monoxide alarm going off, the firemen over for 2 hours. So for Friday night, for Thursday night, Friday night, we were fine. We put on our fireplaces. We had portable heaters, and we actually kept the house at a decent temperature. Then on Friday, the guy, I just realized I thought we replaced our furnace last year. So I was like, what the heck? How come it's leaking carbon monoxide already? No, it was, we only replaced the motor last year. We actually replaced the hot water tank. So I get all my appliances confused because I'm not very handy. So same guy did our hot water tank. He's good. He's awesome. Actually, same guy who did our furnace motor. So he's getting us a new furnace, and it makes sense. We've been living here for 21 years now, and we have not touched our furnace. And I'm pretty sure we don't get it serviced every year that we should. So I've heard 15 years a furnace will last if you don't service it, 20 years if you do service it. So the fact that we went 20 years without servicing it, fine. So I'm not begging for donations, but that was a few $1,000s that I wasn't expecting. But hey, we will make it work. So we will survive until Monday with no furnace heat, but we have fireplaces and heaters. So we are all good. The other personal update I want to give you is on Thursday night, I talked about Jacob being in 12th place, right? He made the junior cut because the junior team was named on Thursday, but then he still had to bowl on Friday to try and make it to the top 6 to make the Team Canada men's team. You guys, he was awesome. He was the best bowler on Friday. You may have seen my tweet. He averaged 235 over 6 games, but he came in 7th. The top 6 make the national men's team. He came in 7th. So he only lost by 25 pins. I was so proud of Jacob. He's only 20 years old. He's going to get more chances to actually become a national, make the men's team. But because of it, he had such a good day on Friday morning. Of the 4 juniors, he jumped all the way from 4th to 2nd place. So that's why Jacob is a silver medalist, the 2nd best junior bowler in the entire country. And he's the 7th best bowler of all ages, which is pretty exciting. So I know Jacob's going to make many men's teams down the road. So I'm just glad that he made the junior team, the junior team for his last year of eligibility. Okay, let me talk about the game. But a couple things before I go. Just by chance, you went to, I love Coach Rob. You went to check out the views on your own channel, which is good. I do that too. And then you saw it. That's awesome. Harry, yeah, if you're watching it, there's a live stream today. I impromptu one. Daniel, I definitely thought about this. My goal review video is going to be kind of short because there's only 1 goal today. So what I'll do is I will react to whatever the NHL puts up on their 5-minute highlight package. I'm sure some of the Demko saves, I'm sure the overturned goal for the offside, maybe some of Miller's fights, whatever it is. I don't know. I have to talk to my guy. He's doing some research for me. Do you know a lot about furnaces, Van? Sounds like you do. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, and thank you, Nutker. We're very excited. Okay, that's enough about my personal life. Let's talk about this game. What a feisty game. What a feisty game. You know, I usually don't review goals on during my live streams based on your feedback, but the one goal was Lafferty putting a rebound in and then getting a getting a shoulder from Jordan Greenway. I presume that the reason why the refs didn't call a penalty, it wasn't like it was kind of dirty, but it wasn't super late. And you could argue that I'm just trying to think of if the roles were reversed. How would I argue this? That Greenway he probably didn't have enough time to let up. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving too much credit here. But he was obviously going to try and make the check anyways. The puck happened to go in, but you can't let up so quickly. And then from the time that the puck went in, Lafferty scored, then he went to turn to celebrate, and then he got shouldered, and then I'm sure his visor cut him. So it looked really bad. I get it, and I know Lafferty got interviewed after the game. I haven't seen it yet, so I'd like to think it was a bang play. Of course, because it was our guy, we get a little bit mad, but I don't know if Greenway. I was just going to say I don't know if Greenway had another option there. Yeah, you could say, well, he didn't have to hit Lafferty. That is true, but I kind of think that's why it wasn't penalized. To be honest with you. I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys tell me why. Yeah, you guys tell me why you think Greenway wasn't penalized. And then, of course, later Miller does a high hit on Rasmus Dahlin, their star defenseman. Went to review for a major. Thankfully, it wasn't. It was just an elbowing penalty. Owen Power, another star defenseman, takes a roughing penalty for going after Miller. Miller doesn't get a second roughing penalty for engaging with Power because Power kind of jumped on him, even though Miller was the one who shook off his gloves. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that. And then it just set off a bunch of. Then Eric Johnson challenged JT Miller just 4 minutes after Miller got out of the box. Then later there's a Greenway roughing penalty, a Hronek roughing penalty, Joshua high stick. So, there's quite a bit. By the way, Jacob don't worry, Jake, I won't bring you on the stream. Jacob just walked in. Congratulations, buddy. I just talked about how good you were on Friday. Yeah, I'll bring Jacob on the stream, not today, but another time. He just got in from Toronto. I should really get up and give him a hug, but I'm sure he doesn't care. I'll go see him in about half an hour when I'm done. But yeah, by the way, Jacob's half of his bowling balls are still in Toronto. If you know our story and Jacob's history with bowling balls in big competitions, this isn't great, but at least now he's smart. He has air tags, and they're already on their way to Vancouver, just a few hours behind him. Okay, enough about the bowling for today. So it was a feisty game, but it wasn't the most exciting game. Yeah, it was just strange. It was just strange. Yeah, it wasn't the strangest game ever, but I admit I fell asleep for a bit in the third period. Then I shot up, waking up because I thought I was late to pick up Jacob. So, okay, one last thing about Jacob, which is interesting. So I recorded my YouTube short, the 1 minute, what I like, what I didn't like, one other thing, which is what I like to do instead of a full-blown analysis. I save that for my live streams and my Go videos now. And then I was about to leave to pick them up, and then they just announced the NHL All-Stars, which I'll get to in 2 minutes. So then I wanted to record a video about the All-Stars. So I asked my lovely wife, Gail, to go pick up Jacob. Gail, thanks for going. Thanks for going. Okay, thanks for going. Okay, she just shot me a look. So I don't know if she's mad at me, but Gail went to go pick up Jacob so I could do my All-Star video. And then I said, well, I'm sitting here at my desk. No one's home. They're going to be out for a bit. So why not do a live stream? So that's why I am here right now. So in a few minutes, when I get your impression about the game and the All-Stars, I will ask you what you thought about today's game. I thought it wasn't the most boring. It wasn't the most exciting game. It's quite boring because I did fall asleep. Although I did fall asleep because on Wednesday morning I got up at 4:30, Thursday morning I got up at 4:30, and Friday morning I got up at 5:30 to watch Jacob on the live stream in his bowling competition. And you guys know how late I stay up, sometimes 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 2:30. So I was getting 2 or 3 hours sleep. Okay, enough complaining. I'm not complaining. And that's probably another reason why I didn't want to stream tonight. I might not even be up at 11 p.m. So that's my impressions of the game. It was a little bit feisty, a little bit testy. Wasn't that exciting. Glad Demko got a shutout. And here's my biggest takeaway from the game. And tell me if you agree with me. I loved how the Canucks proved that they can win without scoring 6 goals. I love the fact that they showed they can win without the lotto line combining for 9 points. They can win without a power play goal. They can win without Quinn Hughes dominating. They just won. I wouldn't say playoff atmosphere because Buffalo is not a playoff game. Half the crowd wasn't there because of the storms. But I love the fact that the Canucks showed that they could win in a type of game that wasn't a barn burner, wasn't back and forth shootout, breakaways, odd man rushes. The fact that they could win a kind of grindy game. And I think a lot of games are going to be like this from now until the end of the season. A lot of these games are going to be a little bit more grindy. It sounds weird when I say that, but you guys know what I mean. Because that's what playoff hockey is. And you can still have back and forth action, but it's going to be intense. You're going to have more fighting, but a lot of penalties. You're going to have a lot of aggressive play. So I'm really glad that the Canucks were able to grind this one out today. With the win, the Canucks are atop the league. 18 games over 500, 29, 11, and 3, 61 points. Winnipeg is playing right now. So Winnipeg could retake the lead in terms of points. Canucks will still be second in points percentage because Winnipeg has played 2 fewer games. After today, it'll be 1 fewer game. And I tweeted out that I'm kind of in a strange place because I want the Canucks to be atop the standings. I have Connor Hellebuyck in my fantasy league, which is actually legacy. So it's year over year. We keep the same team. It's a really cool league, actually, a salary cap league. So I have Hellebuyck in my fantasy league. So I want him to do well. But then I want the Canucks to be first overall, which isn't a big deal. But then don't worry, I have Thatcher Demko on that fantasy team too. And I have PD Quinn and JT Miller and McDavid and Rantanen. So needless to say, my team's pretty good. A bit weak on D though. So I'm in second place in that league. Thank you for asking. So in about 5 minutes, you guys, I will get to your comments and I'd love to know your thoughts about today's game. I love a lot of people saying that they love the oh, that's good. So someone reached out to Jay on X to let him know about this stream, which is great. Jay, I would love to message you, but I think you have me blocked on X, which is fine. I'm not offended. Maybe I said something that offended you a long time ago, but Jay, you're a Hall of Fame member, which is amazing. But I also want to stay connected with you, but I'll leave that up to you. I think the last time I checked, but I'm not calling you out. I'm just trying to tell you that I was trying to reach out to you. No, I'm not blocked, or no, you don't want to unblock me. Okay. Regardless. It's good. It's all good. I'm okay. I'm a mature man. I can handle it. Oh, message anytime. Okay, good. No problem, Jay. I will. And in all seriousness, before you got here, I was talking about how do people find out about these videos? Because I usually don't send out emails or direct messages or anything. I just post it on YouTube and let the YouTube algorithm do its thing, whether it's recommending it to you when I schedule it, when I telling you when I'm live, whatever it may be. So I will get your feedback in a few minutes of what you thought about the game. But before I do that, I want to talk about, thanks for the update, Fangirl. So it looks like the Canucks may stay first overall, but I won't get any points from Connor Hellebuyck. Biggest news today, right after the game. So I'm recording my short, and the reason why I didn't pick up Jacob is I want to vlog about this. The Canucks have 4 more players going to the All-Star game. So we knew Quinn Hughes was the league appointed player. No surprise there. But Demko, Besser, Miller, Pettersson, all 4 Canucks players among the final 12 voted in. And I want to show you the vote totals. Many of you guys have seen this already, but I think it's really cool to see this because it's amazing. It's just awesome. So there's a tweet from Rob the Hockey Guy. I've seen this go around. So out of all players, what's going on here? Why does it keep bouncing around? It's because I keep clicking into it. Sorry, guys. Thatcher Demko had the most votes at 1.399 million votes. Nylander right behind him at 1.39, 4 million votes. So Thatcher Demko led all goaltender votes. He doubled basically Bobrovsky, Georgiev, and Swayman. I know Florida's doing well. Georgiev, the team's doing well. I don't think he's doing well. Regardless, those are the 4 goalies that got named. And then here, were there 4 other goalies that were named already? There must be, right? The 2 per team. And then Nylander led the skaters, and then Cale Makar, then Petey just under 1 million, Draisaitl, Marner, Miller, Riley, and Besser. So of the players voted in, of the skaters voted in, 3 are Canucks, 3 are Maple Leafs, 1 Avalanche player, and 1 Oiler player. And you kind of look at that, and I would argue, yeah, aside from the guys that were named last week already, these are some of the most popular players. Because remember, these guys are good players too. They're deserving, but it's also popularity vote. It's also popularity vote because that's how they do it. That's why they don't make it all popularity vote, because then you just have Canucks, Oilers, and Maple Leafs on the entire roster. So remember, the NHL named 32 players already, 1 from each team. Quinn Hughes was named for the Canucks. And then these players were named today. So Besser, Miller, and PD and Demko all joining Quinn Hughes, which is amazing. Now, the other thing that's pretty amazing when you think about this, that means the Canucks are going to have 5 players there out of the 44, right? 32 plus 12 is 44. 5 out of 44 is 13%. So the Canucks have, 11%. The Canucks have 11% of the players there. That's awesome. The Canucks also had 4 out of 12 players named today. That's 33%. I can do that math. That's amazing. That's credit to you, Canucks fans. And finally, every team on average should only have 1 player there, right? That's why they named the 32. And then there's only 12 additional spots. So you think that the majority of the teams will have 1 player there, and then there's 12 other teams on average will have 2 players there. Or if you really want to do an average, 44 spots divided by 32, every team is supposed to have 1.38 players there, but you can't have 3/8 of a player there. Like that doesn't make sense. So the Canucks have 5. The Canucks have 5. And because of the way they're doing it this year, it's not by division. So they're going to have 4 captains that are named that are going to pick teams along with celebrity partners. So I'm willing to bet that all 5 Canucks are not going to be on the same team, because 5 out of 11 on one team seems like a lot. And I said in my vlog, I would love to see Pedersen try and score on Demko, or play against. I love PD to go against Hughes. I think that'll be awesome. I love to see Besser or Miller try a snipe on Thatcher Demko. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But all I want to say is well deserved. And you guys know how much I love this team and how much it infuriates me when the team is disrespected across the league. And I get that the team has kind of stunk over the past few years, but I've also talked at length about how I always see where they stand in power rankings, or in award watches, or lists of best players, or lists of best fan bases, or lists of best cities to live in, whatever it may be. And I'm fascinated to see, and I love it when the Canucks franchise does well. Well, now the league will see 5 Canucks players at the All-Star weekend, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I'm going to wind up, before I get to all of you, I'm going to wind up by talking about Rick Tocchet, which a few of you mentioned. Now, in the past, they had a cutoff date, and then the coach with the best points percentage of each of the 4 divisions would be the coaches. And although I haven't seen anything official yet saying that they're doing that again this year, I don't see why they wouldn't. And they would simply take the 4 coaches, 1 from each division, and then pair them with one of the teams, obviously, even though they wouldn't choose the guys that are going to be on the team. The players are going to do that, the captains. But by far and away, I'm sure the cutoff was sometime this week, probably the same time voting was. I don't know when the exact cutoff was, but it didn't matter. At any time during this week, the Canucks had a better points percentage than Vegas and LA. So that's why Rick Tocchet is going to be also going to the All-Star game. And again, we don't know what team he's going to be coaching. We don't know which Canucks players are going to be on his squad, because that's not decided yet. That won't be decided till the All-Star weekend. Yeah, so it's pretty exciting. So Quinn Hughes, Elias Pettersson, Thatcher Demko, Brock Besser, JT Miller, and Rick Tocchet all will be at the All-Star weekend. Amazing stuff. Let me do my mid-show sponsor read, you guys, and then I will have plenty of time for your comments, your questions on both the game and the All-Star and the All-Star voting. But don't put them in yet, because I won't read them until I say go. Okay. Yes. The most I know we had recently, a few years ago, right before the pandemic, we had Demko, PD, and Hughes at the same All-Star game. But let me do my mid-show sponsor read first. Shout out to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lemmon's team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform Personal Training Weight Loss. Check them out at ptforum.com. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, maker of that fine artwork. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks off your next Vessi purchase of shoes. Looking for Canucks tickets? Email me at canuckclay@gmail.com. All our tickets are sold now until the middle of February. That's how much in demand they are. And finally, you guys know about this trip. Vegas, Vancouver versus Vegas. End of March, there to watch the April 2nd game. March 31st, April 3rd, April 2nd game. Cost is $999 based on double occupancy. Return airfare, 3 nights at the Park MGM, and the game ticket. If you want to go, contact Neal Chark, Neal C at uniglowcarefree.ca. He'll ask for a $200 deposit. The rest will be due at the end of this month. And then make sure you mention me because he's tracking where all his sales come from. Awesome. Mitchell, reminder to all of you to subscribe, to like the video, be the first to leave a donation if you want to today. And then you can also gift memberships, and you can buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. So now I will take questions and comments starting now. Oh yeah, by the way, someone explained to me how the All-Star voting for the skills works. Do they kind of have 2 spots open? Is that what it is? Because I saw the Canucks saying something about get Quinn Hughes into the skills competition. Has there been a Canucks coach as an All-Star game since before Tocchet? Yes, the year that Alain Vigneault must have, because the years that the Canucks were winning back-to-back President's trophies, you think they were the Pacific Division leader in points percentage, but I'm going to look it up. Alain Vigneault, All-Star coach. Yeah, someone look at. I don't know. I actually don't know if Alain Vigneault was ever a coach at the All-Star game. I'm trying to look it up on his Wikipedia page right now. Coaching record. Yeah, someone let me know if you can remember for sure. All-Star. Huh. I don't know for sure, but you think. Oh, here we go. 2011, named a co-coach for the All-Star game. So Vigneault did go once. Good question, fangirl. Today's game was more physical and getting a lot of penalties. It was disappointing that Besser's goal got called back. Yeah, it was the right play though. Even with the snow of the ice all kind of covering good views, you could just physically tell that JT Miller was ahead of the puck. Voting opened a couple hours ago. Thank you. 2 spots. Good to know. Oh, I forgot about Pat Quinn. That's true. Travis Green was an All-Star coach. Wow. With the way Brock is playing finally, do you believe he's living up to expectations? This year, yes, absolutely yes. The notion of Quinn being a center. Yeah. Boudreau went on an NHL.com with Jackie Redmond interview, and he said that someone in the Canucks organization asked him to try Quinn at center. Sometimes you have to fight like alley cats to win. Yes. Do you think Tocchet will have the lotto line in the All-Star game? No, I doubt it. I don't think all the Canucks are going to be on the same team. Yep, I agree. I thought the offside call was fair. Could one of the Canucks be a captain for an All-Star game? Yeah, I think my guess is they're going to go McDavid. They're going to go Matthews. They are, yeah. So even if the game isn't done by divisions, I wonder, to be quote fair, if they actually name a captain from each division. So you see what I mean? So if McDavid is already named or thought to be as a captain, then they wouldn't ask Quinn Hughes or Petey to be a captain, for instance. So that's my guess. And I bet you they had Connor Bedard pegged as a captain, even though he's a rookie, but obviously he's not going to be there. Interesting. We'll see. We'll see. Legendary Lucas Gates makes his impact, which I love. Lucas gets the donation train out of the station. Thank you, Lucas. And he says 5 alive. Love it. Plus our all-stars too. Oh, I get it. So 5 straight wins, 5 all-stars. And I know how badly Lucas wants an all-star game here. Thank you, Lucas, for the donation. Let's give Lucas some love in the chat for sure. Yes, I have also heard that McDavid and Matthews are captains. And that's what I was saying is if they go with one captain per division, then no Canuck captain. No, a Canuck player won't be a captain. The game got chippy. I agree, Duck. It got chippy. And as I was mentioning, not sure if you're here yet, Duck, that it's great that the Canucks show that they can win a game like this, not just shootouts. With seconds left in the game, did it worry you with the giveaway one time in front of Demko? Yeah, worry, that's too strong of a word. How you doing? By the way, nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. I wasn't particularly worried because you look at Buffalo, they have some young players that are good. Darlene and Power, Middlestat, but they don't have a lot of firepower. They really don't. And Benson's on there, of course, and I know Skinner's hurt. But there's not a lot of firepower on Dallas. So I wasn't on Buffalo. So I wasn't too worried, to be honest with you. Starting to feel like the Canucks can't lose. Is it a dream, the multiverse, the Matrix? It feels good. And even if they do lose a few like they did in November, December, they are so far ahead now that they've worked up a really nice cushion. I think no divisional captain since they are reverting to a prior format. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, yes. Yes, they are reverting to a different type of format. But I just have it's just a gut feeling that to make it more fair and equitable. But it's a really good point. If you're already changing the way that you're going to draft teams, then it might make sense to go away from the divisional thing because you're trying something new. The other thing is, now that I think about that, that's kind of why I was hesitating when I was talking about Rick Tocchet, because I read a story that Tocchet will be there, but I haven't seen anything confirmed yet. And that story was based on the premise of the old way of the divisional leaders by point percentage at the cutoff. So at least, but even if they went with the top 4 coaches of all teams, regardless of division, obviously the Canucks are one of those 4, which is good. Great game. New hero. New hero. Very game today. It was Demmer. James, whatever you said, I agree with you. Yes. The all-star jerseys. A lot of talk about the all-star jerseys on X. They look a little bit childish, very plain. A blue, red, yellow, and a white jersey with just a big star in the middle. Or was it the NHL logo? Yeah, I'll show it to you guys because just in case you have somehow not seen it. Depends what you like. Maybe you really like it. I don't know. So here are the all-star jerseys. So, yeah, and I see some of the comments here. Feels like Nintendo 64. What are some other comments? These are hideous. What the F? Mac and cheese. So, yeah, red, blue, white, and yellow. NHL logo in the middle with a big star behind it, then stars around it, and then stars and stripes down the side. not the best look. I'm going to put a quick poll up. All-Star Game jerseys. Love them. Like them. Dislike them. Hate them. So I just put a poll in the chat. Would love to know your thoughts. Do you love these jerseys? Like these jerseys? Dislike these jerseys? Or hate these jerseys? Take a look at them. Let me know. I'll take them off the screen now just so it doesn't hurt anyone's eyes. But let me know what you think. Credit to the Sabres for playing tight as possible. Is their only hope. That's a great point. That's a really good point, actually. If they go division, it would make sense. Brett, that's the way I'm leaning. I really am. Even though the teams that they make are not going to be by division, I just think that's the way they're leaning. I really do. And if so, McDavid, Matthew. Oh, yeah. Crosby would make sense. And McKinnon was my guess as well. Yeah, I'm with you. Brett, I would actually agree with that. Bieber was involved in making these jerseys. Derek, they're ugly. Not the biggest fan. Everyone's saying 90s was the bad part of the 90s. Canucks did win again. Mac and Cheese, who left that comment? Who did it? I don't know. Someone. Elton says they look retro, so I don't mind. Well, I don't even know what a fullback is. What does fullback mean? Yeah. Are you hungry or something? It is dinner time. Han Solo saying the yellow one reminds me of Church's chicken. Love it. Looks like something you'd make in NHL 24. They look like jerseys you get by setting in 2 proofs of purchase of a Cheerios box. These are good. Actually, let's have some fun with this for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Tell me what you think of these jerseys in terms of they look like. So we have Church's chicken. Looks like something making NHL 24. Look like something you get by setting in 2 proofs of purchase when people used to do that. Yeah, let's drop some more. These jerseys look like they are or were made by or are trying to. Let's do some more of these. Church's chicken got a free ad. Looks like the jersey's on a non-licensed hockey video game circa 2004. Love it. Sir, that is awesome. How do you say that? Wohenheim? That is awesome. Ello, thank you. I know you've left nice comments on my shows before. Know how much I appreciate you, Ello, all the way from Australia. So we have New Zealand and Australia in the house. Who do you think they will play net in Columbus when they have the early start? I think, especially I heard that they're not flying out of Buffalo because of the horrible snowstorm. They're flying tomorrow. I'm guessing, and they're a weaker team. I'm willing to bet it's Spencer Martin. No, sorry, not Spencer Martin. That was last year's guy. But Spencer Martin is in Columbus, right? I'm willing to bet it's Casey DeSmith on Saturday. Oh, why won't it let you vote? That's weird. Is it letting anyone vote? Did I mess it up? Okay, let's see what how come it didn't let you vote? Okay, the final voting, very close. Dislike 37%, like them 33%, hate them 25%, and only 3%. So one person actually loved them. No response from the slash on Demko's glove from the Malk in the game. Are the Canucks lacking grit? Steve, I would never say they're lacking grit because I think they showed a lot of grit today. Yeah, but you'd like to see a better response there. I think that's a fair comment. Oh, fake throwback. See, I'm not very cool, Lucas. I don't know that kind of things. Don't hate the players. Hate the jerseys. That was good. That was good. Church's chicken. Looks like they're made by Disney. McDonald's wrappers. The blue one looks like a new Takis chips flavor. And what flavor would that be? Like blue cheese or blue boohoo? Or I don't know what I'm talking about. Like they're made by kids. They're going to set up a pop-up chicken stand at Dundas because of these designs. A McHappy Meal, like that, Derek. Made by some kid in Create a Team. Love it, Lucas. Reminds me that Beebs tried to give a throwback to Teletubbies. Jay says Rob the Hockey Talk. Yeah, Rob the Hockey guy said Talk It is going. Yeah, that's where I saw it, Jay, as well. These jerseys look like Google Colors. Google Colors. Oh yeah, the red. Yeah. Taste the rainbow. Doritos Ranch chips. You guys must be hungry. I've heard chicken. I've heard Happy Meal. I've heard chips. What's wrong with you guys? Blue cheese or Cool Ranch? There may be some. They were made by some kid. That kid happened to be Bieber. I love it. I love it. That's good. Dunkaroos. I remember those. Jerseys made me think of ketchup. Yeah. Mustard, mayo, and what's blue that's edible? Did Fanatics build these? I don't know. Is it Fanatics? I thought it was on the Adidas website. It says the 2024 NHL. No, Adidas hockey. Apparently Adidas made these. Drake and Bieber. Yeah, I actually like Bieber more than Drake, to be honest with you. Yeah, I like Bieber's music more than Drake's. And yes, a lot of votes for Church's Chicken. Love it, you guys. Very, very creative. You guys are a very, very creative community for sure. All right, let's do 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. I'm in a good mood. You can ask me anything. Ask me anything. Or hockey stuff. I'll do both. Mac and cheese, blue jello. Okay. I'll give you that. Last 5 minutes. Ask or comment. Canucks, All-Star, anything you want. I will, as long as it's clean, I will put it up on the screen and react to it. All good. All good in the hood. Nonetheless, Canucks will look good in them. Yeah, I kind of want to see at least one Canuck on each of the 4 teams. So then no matter, at least one of them is going to win money if they win. What else you guys got? What happened in the Canucks skills competition? Oh, I've not heard anything about that actually. Because, yeah, that's a good question. Maybe I'm sure. Actually, I don't even know if I'm sure they're still doing it. That's a great question. I don't know, Derek. I do not know. They look like aprons. Do you guys see my Canucks apron, by the way, that I showed off on Twitter? I think they look better on the ice. The colors pop. I like the fact that it's not usual silver, black, orange. Daniel, I do agree with that. And I said that actually on my tweet that I think that hopefully these will look better on the ice for sure. For sure. It's 2024. What else do you all expect when you let Bieber come up with them? Would I get an All-Star jersey if they came back to town? Likely, Lucas. I think so. But again, I'm not a jersey collector like you and many others in this chat. So I just spend my money on other things. But maybe. Cheddar cheese and jam. Hopefully not together. Thinking up a storm. No problem. You got like 2 minutes to think about it. Could a Canuck win the game MVP? Yeah. Oh, what's the chance? A lot of really good players there. How hard are they going to try? I give it a 10% chance. How's that? Maybe 20. Let's be honest. They're going to look good they're going to look worse on white background with the ice. Well, the white on white's going to be a little bit tough, but we see that on away teams all the time. So we'll see. Kuz and Mikheyev are the weak links now. Could Pius Suter stay center too if his wings get upgraded? Yeah, I think they want to find a second line center. I don't know if they would be able to. And if they can't, if they find a good winger, then you split the lot of line up actually. But you can always go back to them if you need to. Yes, last year the Lunar New Year jersey was $888. This year I thought it was less. I thought it was $700 something. Still expensive though. I hope the NHL rings me up if we get an All-Star game back. Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, all their specialty jerseys are pretty expensive. Probably canceled it since the Canucks were out of town. What? Oh, you mean the All-Star competition? You know what it looks like when you play NHL in the game as a blue or red circle, so you know which player you're controlling. That's good. That's good. I would agree with that, and I need that. Otherwise, I have no clue what's going on. The players win, they donate to charity. Any money the player. Oh, good. Who in the chat wants to start to pay for Clay and Jacob to hug on the stream? You know what? You don't have to pay. Save your money. Or if you want to donate, that's fine. But no, I'm going to make them hug me regardless of payment because that's what a good son should do. Friends, you were awesome. Thank you for joining me for this impromptu live stream. Just wanted to come on here and say hello. And I had a bit of time to kill, but I should probably go help clean up the house now, go greet my son. So thank you for being here on a day. Yes, Gail? Is she off at 6? No, I'll go get her now. Perfect timing. I got to go pick up Kayla from work. So I'm going to wrap up pretty quick. Thank you. Thank you. That was my lovely wife, Gail, but she gave me the look, which means I better get going. So thank you everyone for being here. Moderators, thank you. Legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovelander, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise. Those of you that are married, you know the look that I just got. So Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks to all of you for your support. Everyone who subscribed, who liked the video, and for all of you for being here. I always appreciate you. Never take you for granted. You can tell it's time to go. The doorbell's ringing. Mickey's barking. Thank you, Lucas, for the donation. And thanks for everyone, to all of you for being here. I'll be back to my regular schedule tomorrow at 11 p.m. And I look forward to seeing all of you there. Hopefully I can get Jacob on the stream in the next couple of nights so he can greet everyone as well. And so we can congratulate him properly. But in the meantime, on your way out, like the video, subscribe, become a member, upgrade your membership, leave a donation, gift memberships. Appreciate all you guys. Sorry I have to rush out, but that's what happens when you do impromptu things. You also have to be ready to adjust everything else. So as always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And impromptu emo. I like it, Derek. And speaking of Kayla, I'm not sure if I ever told you that when we were going to have Kayla, Gail threatened to divorce me when I said that I wanted to give our newborn daughter a silly name. She threatened to leave me. So I called her bluff. Think about that one. God bless. And go Canucks go. Booyah.